The Minneapolis Police Chief is defending his department's training in the wake of George Floyd's death.
Chief Medaria Arradondo believes that Officer Chauvin knew exactly what he was doing, and he says what happened there was murder. Our Paul Bloom continuing our team coverage in downtown Minneapolis with that part of the story. Paul?
Amy and Kelsey, so many questions over the last several weeks about police tactics that night and why now former Officer Chauvin and the others kept a knee to the back of George Floyd's neck for upwards of 8 minutes. Well, tonight, the police chief here in the city saying this was not a training issue. This was a case of murder.
We do extensive training regarding the ABCs, the airway, positioning for recovery.
Minneapolis Police Chief Medaria Arradondo with his strongest words to date following the death of George Floyd, calling what happened at 38th in Chicago murder and defending department training in a public written statement. Quote, Floyd's tragic death was not due to a lack of training. The training was there. Derek Chauvin knew what he was doing.
At a base level, you're looking at another person's life get extinguished in front of your very eyes. It's not and nothing seems to change, and it's kind of bothersome, frankly.
Attorney Bob Bennett has a history of litigating high-profile police misconduct cases in Minneapolis. Bennett represented the family of David Smith, who 10 years ago died in police custody when officers pinned him face down on a YMCA gym floor. The city settled the case for $3 million, with the victim's family demanding that officers receive training in the dangers of so-called positional asphyxia. Smith's sister recently spoke out after watching Floyd begging for air for several minutes under the knee of the now former officer.
All our efforts were in vain. We had some sense of peace, thinking that we really did something by this clause being in the settlement. Nobody else would have to die like my brother did. But now I watch George Floyd cry out for his mom.
So much emotion there. Now the chief's statement going on to say that MPD actually went above and beyond the family's demands, quoting the back end here. There is simply no way that any competent officer in MPD would be unaware of the need to get an arrestee into a recovery position so that he or she can breathe freely. We are live in downtown Minneapolis this evening. Paul Bloom, Fox 9.